Hello everyone, welcome to the video lecture series of Cryptography and Network Security. I am your instructor Dr. Ramesh Prajapati, and today I am going to discuss the architecture of a secure socket layer. So let us see the agenda of this video lecture. Today we are going to see the architecture of the secure socket layer, SSL protocol. SSL protocol. So let us see the architecture of the secure socket layer. So now in the previous session we have seen the introduction of the SSL, then the various type of session parameter and the connection parameter. Now today we are going to see the architecture of the sockets, secure socket layer architecture. So now here, now you can see in this figure, we are having the four different now here SSL are having the four different protocol layer. Now the first layer is called the SSL handshake protocol. Second is called the cipher-spec protocol, chain cipher-spec protocol. Third, SSL LR protocol, and the next is the SSL record protocol. So now here these two handshake protocol and the SSL record protocol are very important. Now the SSL record protocol, we will do the calculation of the MAC. Now apply the encryption algorithm, apply the compression method on this SSL record protocol. Now the next is the TCP and IP, you know that, right? And the second is the HTTP. Now let us see. The first is called the record. Now this is the application layer and the transport layer. These are the four SSL protocol, right? So the first record protocol. This record protocol provide the confidentiality and the message integrity, right? So you know that what is my confidentiality and the message integrity. Now the next is called the handshake protocol. This handshake protocol is establish the session between the client and the server, and it also authenticate the client and the server. Now the next is the change cipher-spec protocol. Now the change cipher-spec protocol, it means that during the SSL record protocol, after completion of the handshake protocol, the some state are pending state. So now in a change cipher-spec protocol, we can provide the change state. It means that the pending state, the pending state will be changed to the current state. Now the next is called the alert protocol. Now alert protocol giving the alert while implementing the SSL protocol. So these are the main protocol, right? And this four protocol is called the SSL protocol stack. So now let us see the first protocol. It is called the SSL record protocol. So now here the SSL record protocol, it provided two main services for the SSL connection. So now the first, confidentiality, it means the SSL record protocol provides the confidentiality and the integrity. So here during the handshake protocol define a shared secret key that is used for the conventional encryption of the SSL payload. It means that here in handshake protocol it defines the secret key, and the secret key will be shared between the client and the server. Now the second message integrity, it means that during this transmission of the message no one can read the message. Now the second main service provided by the SSL record protocol is the message integrity. It means that here the handshake protocol also define the shared secret key, and that is used in the form of the message authentication code, right? So here I already discussed that the handshake protocol provide the authentication between the two users, client and the server. And now here we have to generate we have to do the calculation of the message authentication code. Now the next, let us see the architecture. Let us see the architecture of the SSL record protocol. So now here the first step, we are considering the application data. So now here the data will be taken, application data will be taken, right? And here the client send the HTTP GET request to the server to retrieve the web page or data. It means that here the client send the request to the server to retrieve the data. Now the second step, the fragmentation. It means the fragmentation divide the your data will be, application data will be divided into the smaller fragment. Now here the what is the size of the fragment? So here the maximum size of the fragment is 60,384 bytes. Now, so now here we have fragmented this data, application data. Now we are considering the one fragment. Now we apply the compression method on first fragmented data. Now after applying the compression function, we will do the we will do the calculation of the MAC. And here we are use the various authentication algorithm to calculate the message authentication code. It means that we can use the SHA 512 or MD5 algorithm for calculate the message authentication code. So now the MAC applied to the compression data. Now here we can append the HMAC to the compressed data. Now after that we are applying the encryption on a MAC and the fragmented data. Now here you can see this is the encrypted message. Now it means that here we applied the encryption on the fragmented data and the MAC. After applying the encryption, it will generate the encrypted data. Now the next layer is called the append SSL record header. So now here in this SSL record here, it includes the 4 types. Now here the encrypted message is appended with the SSL record header. So now here the SSL record header, we are considering the 4 type. The first, it is the content type, then the next version, compressed length, and it includes the content type, minor version and the major version, and the compressed length. So in content type, it process for the, now the fragmented data we process for the higher layer. Now the major version, here we are use the use the version 3. Now the minor version, we are use the 0 value. Now in the compressed length, this compression is the optional part. That means that if we are use the compression function over here, in that scenario we are going to we are giving the length of the compression function over here, fragment compression function over here. Now we are giving the length of the compression function. But if we don't use the compression function, in that scenario we are considering the plain text as a length. It means that we are input the plain text as a length over here. So now this four bytes added in the encrypted message. So now this fragmented message will be processed for the higher level. So now this is the overall protocol, SSL record protocol. Now transmit the resulting unit in a TCP segment. Now after completion of this step, now transmit this resulting unit in the TCP segment. So now here we have seen all the things. The record protocol take the application message. Now application message to be transmitted. Now we apply the fragments to the data into the manageable block. After that we are applying the compression function. After that we are calculate the MAC, message authentication code. After that the MAC is appended with the compression function. After that we are applying the encryption. After applying the encryption we are at the header, and after that the all this packet all this message it transmit the resonant unit in a TCP segment. So this is the process of SSL record header. Now the receiver receive this data. Now receiver apply the decrypted, verify the data, decompress the data and reassemble before being delivered to the higher level user. So this is the process of record SSL record protocol. Now the next is the change cipher spec protocol, right? We have completed the one protocol. This is called the SSL record protocol. This is a very important protocol for the SSL. Now the next is the change cipher spec protocol. Okay, so now the next protocol is called the change cipher spec protocol. So now the change cipher spec protocol it consists of the single message which consists of the single byte with the value 1. Now the why we use this the change cipher spec protocol? The purpose of this message is to cause the it means that the after completion of the authentication protocol, now unless the authentication protocol is authentication is completed, now the all the state are in a pending state. So now we have to change the state. So now the change the state from the pending state to the current state, and this will be updated in the cipher suite table, and this table is used for the connection. Now here you can see this is the 1 byte. Now the overall message is single, and in this which consists of a 1 byte single byte with the value 1. So now here the change cipher spec protocol. Now the next is called the, now here you can see this, now here you can see there are two user, client and server. Now here there are two message. W it means the write, it means sending, and the R means reading, it means receiving. So here you can see before start the communication between the client and server, there are two table. We have to maintain two table, active. We have to maintain two table, active and the pending. So now here WR in this table, the write and reading. So before start the communication, we have to maintain two table, active and pending. Right now all the data in a pending. Now after the first step, the client send the request to the server for the service. So now here the change, your state is changed. So here now you can see the now here you can see now this W it means sending. Now here the client send the message, client send the request to the server. So now here you can see change the pending state to the current state. So now here the current state is an active state. Now the same for the server. Now server will send the service to the client. So now here again we are considering the change the cipher spec. So now here you can see before send the message by the server to the client, now the state pending state will be for the server is this one, WAAA, and R is blank. So now after sending the message from server to the client, now the pending state, the change the state from the pending state to the active state. So this is the scenario of change cipher spec protocol. Now The next protocol is called the alert protocol. So now alert protocol is used to convey the SSL related alert to the peer entity. It means we can use the peer entity means any user. So now it gives the alert while implemented the SSL protocol. So now here we are in the each message each message is divided into each message is divided into the two part, level and alert. So here the level it means the first byte it divided into two bytes. Each message of this protocol consists of 2 bytes. First byte is called the level and second byte is called the alert. So now in the first byte take the value of the warning or fatal error. Fatal error. The second byte contains the code that indicate the specific alert. If the level is fatal, it immediately terminate the connection. It means that now we can produce the new connection from the client to the server. Now here the different type of fatal error and the we can say the alert. Some of the fatal types are the unexpected message and the bad record MAC. Now some alert types are close notify, then unexpected message. It means the close notified means the sender will not send any more message. Unexpected message, it means inappropriate message received by the receiver. Then bad record MAC, it means incorrect MAC received. So these are the various type of alert type. So I hope you clear this idea. So today we have discussed the SSL record, the 4 types of protocol for the SSL. SSL record protocol, then change ciphertext protocol, and alert protocol. So I hope you understood this topic. Thank you.